Okay, welcome to Inside the Lines with Kit Vela. Kit, you had an exciting week. You had 2 Mountain West Conference wins on the road.
Yes.
You have 2 players of the week. What do you want to talk about first?
Both, I guess.
Okay.
2 great games, strong opponents. I thought we played well. We played with a lot of character. 2 first shutouts in conference this year, which was nice for Cassie. It was also nice for the team to be able to hold on to leads. We're up 1-0 in both games. And just showed a little maturity after, half the season, almost 3/4 of the season gone.
Mm-hmm.
Showed some maturity in our young group. Got a lot of players on this weekend that did a fantastic job, no matter when they were put on or in what position. I had to shuffle things around again. I had a couple injuries that were unfortunate. They're not season ending, but they're injuries that kept kids out for a good week or so. And so it was very exciting to see the girls respond and do well and support each other. And I felt like we got over some little hoops that we needed to get over in order to go forward. Mm-hmm. So it was a nice weekend all the way around.
Mm-hmm. So playing a lot of girls early,
Mm-hmm.
which might not have been your first choice, might be an advantage now when all of a sudden you have injuries or you have to throw people in. They've had experience.
Yeah, and we felt that was a silver lining. I mean, it's good to get young players on and get them, get some minutes under their belts early on. We probably would have done that anyway. I thought that they played with a little bit of maturity, and I had to move people around that maybe wouldn't have played different roles and haven't played different roles for us. But I think they were comfortable enough within our team and comfortable enough within what we're trying to accomplish where they could figure it out. They're good players. They're just young. And so these are just more experiences under their belt, which was a huge benefit, and we saw a lot of growth from all of them.
You're pretty happy with the way the team is playing right now? They're at a pretty good level?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, on the road it's always a little more difficult than at home. You're not as comfortable anyway. That was only our 3rd trip on the road, and so we didn't know what was going to happen or how we were going to respond. I thought we responded very well. Just keep chugging and plugging against adversity. Again, few players with injuries and some other things going on that just part of life. It's not complicated. It's not big, but when you have a young team, every little obstacle is adversity, even if it's just they got a bad grade in a class. Little things that juniors and seniors have been there and done that. And so it was nice to see us mature a little bit. And I think it started last weekend, kind of, I wouldn't say a rough weekend, and played 2 good opponents in Air Force and Colorado College. Didn't quite get the results we would have liked to have gotten, but I think we grew a lot in those 2 games, and we showed it this weekend. So it's nice to see the growth over the course of about 7 days. Okay,
tell us about your players of the week and maybe a little bit about them besides what positions they play.
Well, I think Cassie
Names?
Ulrich. I think Cassie Ulrich getting Defensive Player of the Week after being out the weekend prior to due to an injury. I thought that was fantastic for her. It was fantastic for the team. She didn't have a lot of shots, but what she had to deal with this weekend were important. And it was good for her confidence to be back out there. It was good for the confidence of the team. You could see the difference. I thought Laura Demers did a fantastic job the weekend before. Truly, I mean, to have to come in and start for 2 games, I thought she did a great job. But we're just not as comfortable. She's not our starter. She's young. She hasn't had those opportunities for repetition with the girls in front of her. And so I thought Cassie coming back in gave us a little boost. And then Emily Chavez, I thought that was fantastic for her. 2 significant goals for us. She's been a key player for us from the beginning. Her attitude, just her personality. But she's a redshirt freshman coming in. She's a local girl who.
Which high school?
La Cueva. La Cueva High School. Center back. We knew she had a lot of upside, and we're just happy we have her for 3 more years. So I mean, two key goals from a young player. I thought that was really important for the team and really important for her and her growth as well.
Okay, any thoughts on the conference race at this point?
Yeah, just like we thought, pretty crazy. Teams are beating each other one weekend, losing the next weekend. I mean, there's a lot of parity, and I think it's great for the conference. I think it bodes well for the future of the conference. It's as competitive as we thought it was going to be, so it's good. Yeah, we have Boise State and Utah State this weekend, 2 very good teams.
Sunday?
Yep. Friday night at 7, Sunday at 1. Two tremendous opponents, great athletic teams. They're trying to make a run for it as well, and I think it's going to be tremendous competition this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Anything particularly about Boise State that stands out? Do you worry that much about what the opponent does? I guess
No,
you got to maybe mark.
You ask me that every week.
Well, no, I asked you that one time earlier. I didn't think anyone would remember, including you, but
I remember.
You
a lot
caught
of
me.
things. No, I mean we definitely need to know what they're doing and what their basics are, but we try not to worry too much about the opponent. We really need to keep honing in on what we're trying to accomplish, and then that takes care of any opponent that we're playing against. Boise, they're a good team. They're a very, very good team, very talented, very well coached team. It'll be a very good soccer game. And then Sunday against Utah State, same thing, very athletic. A lot of Utah kids. We know them well over the years, and she does a great job at Utah State. So, again, two very competitive teams. I think our conference is up and coming in the future, and all of these games are proving to be so.
So you feel each team in the conference is like slowly improving, or they're
absolutely
balancing out the
absolutely.
conference?
You can see it. I mean, Air Force, just due to their major challenges of finances and kind of what the military schools are all about, they've had their own challenges. They're having a tremendous year. They're doing a fantastic job. I thought that was a great game against them. I would have liked to have put a few goals in the back of the net to solidify and take the air out of them. We didn't, and it ended up being a tie. They're a very, very good team. They took San Diego State to double overtime, 3-2 at San Diego State. I mean, this is a really good year for them, and I think everybody is improving in the same capacity. So it's our conference is very strong.
Yeah. Now, soccer's always been one of the most popular sports in America with the youth, and so many kids play. But there's so many Division I women's team, much more than men.
It's almost double.
Yeah, are more kids playing? Is the talent pool getting better? Are they having better coaches, having worse coaches at youth?
Sure. No. I mean, more kids are playing. There's better coaching. It's more competitive. Some women are going off and playing in some other countries in their leagues. We're trying again to get a league going. I mean, it's just you have 335 Division I women's teams. A lot of them have money, and so it's they're certainly pouring money into a lot of programs, but a lot of programs are already trying to catch up financially, and so it's a pretty interesting dynamic in women's soccer, I think, right now. Good and bad. Good for those who have money and a challenge for those who don't. But the soccer's tremendous. The recruiting is difficult because we're all recruiting the same top-end players. And so then you have to see that next tier of great athletes, that how well can you develop them, and are they going to fit in your program and your philosophies and all that. So I think soccer in this country is off the charts. It's just putting it all together.
Based on your recruiting budget, I don't know what it is, and your area where you want to recruit, basically, do you have an area that you feel is most conducive to bringing athletes into New Mexico besides the local girl?
Right. Well, our local players are very good. They're very talented. About 65-70% of our teams from Southern California, which is a great bed for girls soccer. I mean, it's very strong. It's very competitive. There's the very, very top tier, which our kids are playing with the national team, the regional team. Obviously, everybody would like to get those players, but I think they have a whole nother group of players just below that are phenomenal. And then it's just, kind of the eye of the beholder. Every coach is looking for something different. And then there's the whole Southwest. I mean, we've got girls that are tremendous from Tucson, Colorado, any part of Arizona, quite frankly, Colorado, Utah, some of our surrounding states that are very talented, and then they just have to fit into our philosophy and our program. And obviously, we're doing some good things with the players we have, and our New Mexicans are doing a great job. So it's just putting all those dynamics together. But there's so much, there's such a competitive environment right now for women's soccer and girls soccer and youth soccer that it's tricky. You're just trying to find the right player that fits you, and vice versa, for that matter, fits your school and fits your program. And those players have so many options now. When I was trying to go to college, we had 85 teams.
85.
85 in 19.
We don't want to put that out, do we?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, I'm teasing.
1986. I don't mind that. 1986, when I graduated from high school, there was 85 Division I teams, and only 12 went to the NC2As. I mean, it's changed significantly
Yeah.
over the years, and that's great, but it brings in other challenges, and so we're just all trying to make it work. I think our program is unique and dynamic, and I love coaching this team. It's a great group of girls. They're incredible human beings. They make mistakes and they just learn from them and move on. And I think that's
As we all do.
Yeah, I think that's how life is. And I think we forget that this is an academic institution and it's not professional. You're not getting, even the professional players, right? They have problems and make mistakes and have to figure out how to remedy that and go forward. And so I think we have a tremendous group, and they're very bonded. They're very sister-like, which I think in a women's program is important. And I enjoy coaching them every day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, they're great kids.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, your games this week, and then we'll sign off.
7 p.m. Friday night against Boise State,
okay.
1 p.m. Sunday against Utah State in our beautiful Lobos Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking forward to it.
Hope it warms up just a little bit.
Yeah, soccer weather. It's the fall.
Okay.
It's the most beautiful time of the year.
Oh, it is, it is.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's it for Kit Vela and Inside the Lines. We'll be back next week.
We will be. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.